The schwa+r is an R-controlled vowel. So there's always an R after the vowel. And the R controls the vowel sound, or it changes it from its normal pattern. So if you look at our examples here, we have some words with a single letter E in it. They're also single syllable words. And these words, they have a normal pattern of having a short E sound in them. But when we put an R after the letter E, the vowel sound changes, and it changes to the schwa+r. Now let's look at our examples. We have words like gel, je, it has a short E sound. Gel, te, ten, me, met, se, cell. Now these words, they have a single letter E in the spelling, and they all have that short E sound. Now when there's an R after the E, the vowel sound changes, and now it becomes a schwa+r. So we have words like germ. Remember, the sound for the schwa+r is like this. Ger, germ, term, merge. So if you listen to it, if you watch the mouth, it's very different from je, gel, te, ten, me, met. So we don't want to say je, germ, te, term, or me, merge. So it's not a short E sound, it's a schwa+r. It has a very heavy R sound. The lips are different shape from where you drop your jaw. This one, you round out your lips. You don't need to drop your jaw, and then just curl your tongue inside. So like in her. So we have ger, germ, term, merge, and we can keep going. So we have another type of spelling here for the short E sound. We have EA in the middle, and the word health, health, pair. So they have a different spelling, but they still have that short E sound. Now same spelling with EA, with a vowel combination EA in the middle. And we have the word her, heard, and pearl. So same spelling, different pronunciation. And also there's an R after the vowel. There's also a similarity between the long E sound and the schwa+r sound when we're looking at the spelling. So we have an example here. Over here, these words, they have the middle column, they have a long E sound. And we have our examples: gene, E, gene, teen, meter, seal. So instead of a long E sound for this particular spelling with EA in the middle, seal, when we go over here, when there's an R after EA, the vowel sound changes, and now it's a schwa+r, and it's search. So you don't want to say search or search, but it has that very heavy R sound, the schwa+r, search. So from seal with EA to search. So don't say search or search, because that's not accurate. And then another example, very similar spellings. We have EA again in the middle, but this first example has a long E sound. And over here we have the schwa+r. So this example is heat. Heat has EA in the middle, and heard also has the same vowel combination EA, but it has a schwa+r sound. Heard. So it's not heard. It's not I heard or heard. It's a schwa+r. It has that very heavy R sound. Heard. Now let's look at our examples. Just one more time, just to practice them. So the vowel sound is Your lips are round. There's a wider gap between the teeth. your tongue is curled inside and it's pointing up and it's not touching anything, and it's also just the sound for the consonant R. Our keyword is her. Let's start with germ, term, merge, search, heard, and pearl. And you can see it's very consistent for all of them. Your mouth, the shape of your mouth, your lips, it's always the same because we're doing the same sound. And we can move on to another set of examples. Here we're looking at the vowel I instead of the vowel E, because there are words with the schwa+r that are spelled with the letter I, not with the letter E this time. But again, instead of the usual pattern, most of the words that I have here, they have that short I sound and they have a single I in the spelling. Words like sit, skill, visit. So these words, they are spelled with the letter I, but they have a short I sound. Now when we put an R after the letter I, the vowel sound changes. So this particular example here, remember the sound, remember the shape of your mouth, So here we have SIR, so there's the letter I in the middle, and then followed by an R. So here we have sir, skirt, virtual. So you don't want to say sear, like in sit, that's short I. Here we don't have a short I sound, we have a schwa+r sound, sir. So you don't want to say skirt, because it's not it's not like skill, it's with a schwa+r, skirt. And then we have virtual. Virtual has the letter I in the spelling, like visit, but VI and visit has a short I sound, v. But here we don't have virtual, virtual. This is a very heavy R sound, the schwa+r, virtual. Another common spelling is again with EA. And here we have that long E sound. It's a common spelling for the long E sound. E, lean. Or sometimes it's with just a single letter E and another E at the end, which is silent, like in the word convene, E, that's long E. Over here, pretty much the same spelling with the vowel combination EA, but we have an R after our vowels. So now the vowel sound, instead of a long E sound, we have a schwa+r sound, like in this word lur, because we have that sound, lur, learn, and convert, convert. This one has a long E sound, convene. This one is convert. More examples for that particular spelling with EA, with a long E sound, eat. And then we have a word with a schwa+r, earn. So eat, earn. So it's not earn. Bead, and then we have bird. So always make sure that your lips are accurate and your tongue is curled inside. So this one, it has a letter I in the spelling, and it's pronounced as bird, not beard. That's a different word. Actually, it's over here. So this one, this word here with BEARD, it has same spelling, but it has a short I sound. Beard, facial hair. This one is with a schwa+r, bird. So one more example, a word with the EA spelling with a short I sound, ear, same spelling, long E, eat, and then with the letter R, earn. So these are just examples of the schwa+r in how sometimes the spelling, you have to pay attention to the spelling because the spelling is very similar. There are words that have a short E sound, words with a schwa+r sound, or a short I sound, even a long E sound, and they have very similar spellings, but they have different pronunciations. And the key and the thing to remember here is whenever there's an R after a vowel, you have to be mindful that it could be a different sound than just the normal pattern of a short E sound or a short I sound. So here we have words with a single A or words with a single I or even a vowel combination. And I just want to mention here, you can see it says other spellings. This particular vowel sound, the schwa+r, has different spellings. And here we learned some of the common spellings with the letter E and with the letter I, but also words with the letter O, spelled with the letter O, and even with OU or a single letter U, they can have the schwa+r sound. So it has a lot of different spellings. These are just some examples that I have here. There's always an R after the vowel. So here we have words with OR or OUR and then UR. So here we have to remember the sound again with the proper shape of your lips and the placement of your tongue. So we have word, were, worm, were, worth, cur, courage, journey, bourbon. So again, it's a very heavy R sound, and more examples with the spelling UR in the middle. We have burn, return, and disturb. So these are just different spellings, and we'll be talking more about the particular spellings that we have, because these are also sounds for the vowels O and the vowels O and U. So later on we'll have more examples, because for the letter O and the letter U, the schwa+r is also a common pronunciation for those particular letters or particular spellings. There's a list of 300 and plus words for each of the vowel sounds above that you can download. Just go to marcslschool.com for more information.